Bill Pito, Monica McNutt, I can't even say it, Alan Hahn, Wally Zerbiak. Knicks, Wally down by 20 in the first quarter.
Yep.
Come back in the second quarter. Lead with about a minute and change to go. Trent hits the huge three. Randall has a game in his hands. Can't convert.
Can't ask for much more on the road. You got yourself back into this game. Obi Toppin with career night all over the place, just personified exactly how Tom Thibodeau wants his guys to play, with a ton of energy, just leaving it all out there on the floor. I mean, he played his heart out, helped get this team back into the game, and then I like that closing unit. Unfortunately, that's that five with Randall at the five. They're going to have to figure out how to rebound the basketball, because there was a possession where they got 3 threes, the Raptors did, and they cashed in on that one big three to give them that 1-point lead, and then you can't ask for anything else. Like, Julius Randle had a wide open look from the 3-point line, and it just went in and out. R.J. Barrett was phenomenal down the stretch. He looks like the guy that's not afraid to close and make big plays down the stretch for this Knicks team, but this is a tough one to swallow. They're 12-14. They got some tough games coming out. Doesn't get any easier in the East.
Lost 5 of 6. I mean,
it's start again, though. It's so hard, isn't it, Monica? How hard, Alan? How hard?
You got to look at the big look.
You're down 20 in the
some
first.
serious positives in this game, though.
Lots of positives.
Except the one thing that they keep talking about is the starts, Monica. And tonight, again, down by 20 in the first.
You're going to harp on that after the ending of the game, after getting back into the game. You're going to harp on the starts.
I'm just saying it's very difficult when that's your scenario right out of the game.
Here's the thing. I don't love the starts. I agree, but I'm with Wally on this one, because I think we've seen across the league leads come and go, particularly with the way the three ball is shot. Now, the Knicks did what they were supposed to do. The second unit of the Knicks took advantage of the second unit for the Raptors. You look at bench scoring, and the Knicks had a significant advantage in that one in the first half in particular. And of course, right now I can't find it on my stat sheet. But anyway, so then you get into the ball game. To me, the one possession, if you could get one back, is those multiple offensive rebounds that lead to that three. Otherwise, again, like, I think even for good teams, they're in close ball games. And so there has to be this idea that winning is not easy, right? Of course, we love when we come out on the other side, or we love for the Knicks to come out on the other side, but even good teams are in tight ball games. So I'm not going to get stuck on the 20 points that we started the game, because I'm looking at the way it finished in the last 3 minutes.
Right. That's what it's all about.
All right, then I won't be the Debbie Downer. Then I'll just let it go. I mean, what I'll point out. I mean, there's a lot of other things we could talk about, but I won't.
All right. Well, what were you going to point out?
Go ahead. Yeah, we're discussing.
All right. Well, because that
other than losing 5 out of 6, which is a fact,
which is a major issue.
Yes.
But the multiple rebound possession we're talking about, that was a killer possession. There was still a minute to go in the game. There were some brutal offensive possessions after that have continued to be an issue, as execution in the half court for this team is a problem. And they've got to figure out, do you play through Randall, or does Randall become an option and someone else is dominating the ball? That's a lot they got to figure out. But Obi Toppin, I will say this, a terrific game for him, but man, keep working on that corner three, kiddo, because he was playing great. They tie it. He makes a couple of free throws, and all momentum behind him, and you're thinking to yourself, Tibbs has to keep him in this game. You can't put him on the bench. He's playing so well. Then he's in the corner. 3 straight possessions, he gets to the corner. Wide open three. Just knock one of those down or 2 of those down. We might be talking about a completely different game. But he misses them. Then the Raptors go ahead and push, and you got to get him out of the game at that point, because they were leaving him open.
Take us through the second
one
quarter.
element of his game that he's got to get better at.
Second quarter, the second unit got him back into the game.
Okay, yeah, but I actually, since we're going to go pick by pick in terms of things we countered down the stretch, I'm going back to the possession where the refs decide that the ball bounces off of Van Vliet's foot.
Yep.
Like, that's the stagnant possession. You get a basket there, then the Gary Trent Jr. 3 is not the go-ahead, I believe.
That's kind of what I meant.
But by 2.
Those possessions were a problem.
All right, second quarter. Go ahead. Got us back in the game.
Bill's trying to get us to the second quarter. We're not letting go of the fourth.
Who wants it? Go ahead, Monica.
Yes. We ballyhooed the second unit a ton. In fact, I found my bench points 35 or 39 bench points for the Knicks compared to just 10 bench points for Toronto. And that's what the story of that second quarter in particular was. You saw them begin to get out in transition. You see the run numbers there. We did have an 11-2 run after you guys' terrific Friday night dancing video.
That's right.
You saw, but within this
played
run,
it earlier, Monica.
I'm inclined to agree, Wally. Within this run, who did you see getting active? Obi cutting to the basket, had multiple dunks over the course of that run. Quick gets going from behind the arc, hits that 3. Rose finds his rhythm, because he kind of got off to a funky start, but he finds his rhythm. That floater gets going, and so that was when the offense wasn't stagnant, and you saw the fruit of that.
Right, and why? Because of what you said. This momentum is running. It's Obi Toppin just showing you that hustle, and it wasn't just him running out and getting dunks. He was getting rebounds. He was an active body out on the floor, an energy that they desperately needed. at a point of the game where they just didn't start the game off with energy. But Wally, what do they do with this play? Like, they have something here clearly in his second season. Is this his role? Is this what he is? Or is there more to get? Is there more to tap into with Obi Toppin?
Well, he's got to continue to develop, definitely work on that three, because if he could make that corner three and be the 5 with Randall playing the 4, and then you have those other perimeter guys out there, that team goes to a new level, because you can't just stack up on Randall and you can't just leave a guy under the rim protecting the rim when you have Noel and Mitchell Robinson out there. But one of the reasons the Knicks dominate the bench, like the Raptors bench, is not good. I mean, they got some guys on that bench that, whew, like, you better make your hay with that bench out there, because the Raptors starters play 35 minutes plus. So you knew this game was going to come down to the stretch, come down to a few possessions.
Take a look. Take us through it.
All right. Knicks just got to figure out a way to execute down the stretch of these games. And, you know, their guy who came through, you said it, you know, last year was Randall, and he just didn't do it. That dunk there from Obi Toppin, that was a big one. This is like early in the fourth. How does Van Vliet get that wide open? I mean, that is unbelievable. That Van Vliet made it a 5-point game. Then Scotty Barnes with the dunk makes it a 6-point game. But then the Knicks go on a 7-0 run. Derrick Rose knocks down that 2.
Puts him
Another
up
R.J. Barrett. 3 was in there. They're up 87-86. This was the play. The third 3 in that possession off 2 offensive rebounds. Gary Trent knocks down 2-point game. R.J. Barrett, perfect execution. Wide open 3. Julius Randle steps into it, in and out. Randle with the miss. Now 3-point game. R.J.
Love
last
this look.
chance. That was a decent effort. Tough shot and a heartbreaking loss for the Knicks. I mean, this could have been a brilliant, brilliant trip if they could have. Randall just could have hit that 3. It would have been a 2-1 road trip. They would have set themselves up going up against Milwaukee on Saturday afternoon, Sunday afternoon here, and then you got Golden State coming. But now you're 2 games under 500. You got to dig yourself out of this hole quick, because you cannot let this early season struggle trying to figure out your way snowball. You got to get back to playing winning basketball down the stretch of games.